listeners, how do you do? This is my podcast and it's just for you. It's called TED Talks and it's a load of shite, but I hope you enjoy it because I've kept it like it's about an hour long and all about Teesside, the people, the places and the Boro pride.
Now then, it's episode 117 of TED Talks, the Ted Hanks podcast. I'll come to that in a moment. And it is the final episode of this season, so you better listen all the way to the end, or I will know, because we've got special implants that go in your ears via Elon Musk through the podcast app, and he tells us if you don't listen all the way through, doesn't he, Mala?
No, Ted, right? That's what you just think, because they're not implants. That's that special plant you've been smoking makes you think that stuff happens like that. I keep on telling you. Do you know what I mean?
Give it to me. You just said
I...
you get your lips round that, Ted.
Yeah, I know, but you do know it's a banana plant, don't you?
Is it?
Like, yeah, well,
tastes nice anyway. You know what I mean? Yeah. Before we get into the nitty gritty, you're allowed to say that these days. I don't know. I've been told you can't, but I've said it. Of the podcast, I just got to announce that I have now changed my name to Ted Hanks. Purely because I'm not a sex-offending darts player. Just got to put that out there.
Ted, what happens when Tom Hanks does something bad?
Well, then I'm going to have to change it to something, I don't know, maybe like Ted Hunks. Ted Hunk? That could be a good one, isn't it? Yeah, but I've gone with Ted Hanks, and the reason being now, all I can do on my posters at the Hanky Panky Comedy Club is just cross out the Y and put an S. So instead of Ted Hanky, it becomes Ted Hanks. And I sound like a Hollywood blockbuster star.
Well, yeah, until he does something wrong.
He won't.
Do you know what I mean?
He won't, mate. He had the chance to shag a fish, and he never did, he? In that splash. So,
I don't think he did.
I'd have had to go on Daryl Hannah's fishy flaps, like. Not bothered me. Lovely, yeah. And that little bit where she gets out of the water and transforms into a human, and you see a nice bum. I like that. Like that. Anyway, I digress because I'm getting the bonk on. Mala, it is the final episode of the podcast. You've got a chuffed on, haven't you, about a certain programme you watched at the weekend? What was it?
Yeah, what, you talking about Eurovision?
Yeah.
Well, I was class, man.
Well, mate, I can see you dressed head to toe in your Azerbaijan outfit.
Yeah, I am. But, right, can we do a speech, Ted?
Yeah, shall I put like some... Do you want some like patriotic music behind it, or do you want just some sort of like emphatic, thoughtful music?
Well, I'll do the speech and you can decide.
All right then, because we don't do it live in this business.
Yeah, right, let me tell you this now, right, you can say to Europe, right, I know we left him because like we had an argument, but there's still like that ex-lass that you still go back and bang every now and again, aren't they, Ted?
On a pawn jog.
Yeah. And they go and bang him every now and again. That's like us with Britain and in European Union. Do you know what I mean? We still live in the same town. We just don't want to bring up the burns we hear every day because some of them burns aren't ours, do you know what I mean? Yeah. And we only want to pay for our own kids.
That's right,
Isn't that right, Ted?
Yeah.
Anyway, right, even though you were quite class and we're going off topic here. Anyway, right, and the European Union, they know, right, that there's nothing better than coming together in times of process. I mean, listen, right, they knew that they could stop buying oil off Putin, didn't they? But they didn't, because they knew it wouldn't hurt him. They knew that, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they were like, no, we'll still get the oil. They could have like helped Ukraine a lot more, but they didn't, not like Britain, because they didn't think it'd hurt him enough, did they?
Yeah, sure.
And they waited for the big guns. Yeah. And I tell you what, how are you feeling this morning, Vladimir?
Yeah.
Nil pois.
And terminal cancer.
We will bite you on Radio 1. We will bite you on BBC Radio 2.
Absolute 80s.
Hey, Europe hit him right where it hurts in Eurovision Song Contest. You absolute melts. You've got to do more than just give him nil pois. Do you know what I mean? Stop getting oil off him and that. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's a very good point, Mally. Yeah.
But that was a banger, the Russian song as well. I felt dead sorry.
I liked the Spain one. She had a flange out. I voted for Spain, mate. She had a flange out. Greece was nice. She was a pretty young lass as well. I liked that as well. Sweden, she just kept sticking her tongue out all the time. Like, I like that as well.
But Ukraine won.
Yeah,
right?
they were always going to win the public vote, weren't they?
Exactly.
But
and
we
then-
won the proper votes.
We won the well, because do you know what I mean? They're trying to now win us back. You know, like, because, right, we've moved out now, right, and they've got another lad in, right, and he doesn't earn as much money as us, does he? Do you know what I mean? And we've been to the gym because, like, there's loads of other plans about, like America's flirting with us.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've poked Canada a couple of times.
We've upped our standards.
We've upped our standards, and they're, like, now trying to get back with us, so they're like, here, come round, I'm in Europe, and I'll make you, come round Britain, and I'll make you a nice dinner. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And they start smelling nice.
Oh,
and
do you want some Findy Christmas pancakes?
Well, here, just there's a 4-pack of Carlin in the fridge. You can have it if you want. Our lad won't be back for hours.
He's working offshore on the rigs in Azerbaijan.
Exactly. Well, they were all doing that. So what's happened here is, do you know what I mean? They want the big, powerful UK back in.
Yeah.
Right? And here, let me tell you, Europe, let me tell you now.
Fuck off.
Don't you ever be dickheads like that.
Yeah.
Judge music on music, not on politics.
Yeah. I liked our song though about that spaceman.
It was class, wasn't it?
Yeah. I liked how he looked like a former wrestler as well, the singer. You know, like Chris Jericho or something like that.
He's still wrestling. You need to get your facts right.
I don't know.
He's on AEW. You know me.
I know you get up and stay up all night for SummerSlam and WrestleMania, whatever it's called.
No, it's the porn ones I watch. But I tell our lass.
WrestleMania.
Yeah. WrestleAmanda. It's the porn ones I watch. I tell our lass. That's why she's like, oh, look at here downstairs. There's loads of grunting and groaning. I'm like, yeah, it's the wrestlers. That's what he's got him in an headlock.
It's just me suplexing my own bell end. Yeah, but yeah, so we did chuffed about Eurovision. We came in second place. Well, we won it, but everyone just gave it to Ukraine because you know what I mean. They've got like messy streets and that at the minute. So just thought, give them a song. It was a good song though. It's like
I'm happy for them. You know what I mean? Because like they need a bit of help, and you know you could do a lot more.
I tell you what, though, I'm not going there for next year's final.
Well,
except for the worst, haven't they? It's all kicking off still.
That's what they're saying, and that the Russia they're going. Hey, don't you be going there because Eurovision's there next year. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Do not be allowing Sweden and Finland. Don't like them. Don't like them.
This could knock the Eurovision Song Contest for years to come. No one's thought about this.
Do you know what? It wouldn't surprise me if the KGB are cracking into this podcast as we do it, because they know we're talking about intrinsic details of Russian warfare.
Well, it's all right. You've changed your name, though, Ted, so they're not going to find you.
True. That's another reason why I did it.
I've now changed my name to Malahi.
Yeah. No, but I am contemplating changing my name now because that dirty, baldy, ugly twat.
You're all right, Ted. You're not bold, really.
Well, no, do you know what? People still are messaging me going, is this you? People are messaging me going, I can't believe you did this. Some people are messaging me going, Ted, you mucky get in there. Like it's a good thing. And you know, none of it's true. It wasn't me. I'm going to put an official statement out on the front page of Teesside Live, and I'm going to say, you know, it's ruined my life. I can no longer even go and throw darts down my local pub anymore now without getting abused.
Well, that's it now, right? You've got to separate the genres. So it's going to be you, right? And never allowed to be near a dartboard again.
Yeah.
So you need to be careful. Like when you go into like pubs, you need to be saying to him, right, take your dart. You know, like as a rider, take that dartboard
down. Cover that dartboard up now. You know, like when you put a cloth over the budgie's mirror.
Don't do that with women though. They'll think you're in the Taliban. Do you know?
Yeah. Put that tea towel over there, Red.
Can't be doing that, Ted.
Oh no, could be getting into trouble. Yeah, but we'll move on. People will forget about it like they have done with all the other nonsense. Not that we use that word, are we? I don't know. We do anyway. We use it a lot on the podcast, the Ted Hanks podcast.
I wondered why my check had bounced.
Yeah,
Hanky.
Made of rubber. I did a check, Joe. All right, we'll end it there with a jingle. Hey, Mala, guess what? Guess where I'm going? Guess where I'm going in a couple of days' time?
Scarborough.
No. Better than Scarborough.
Skegness. That's technically still the same place.
Keep going up market.
Whitley Bay.
Even better.
You're not going to Saltburn, are you?
Oh, mate, beyond Saltburn. Oh, I'm going to Abroad.
Abroad? Isle of Man?
Further.
Islands.
It's going to be a long episode. I'm going to Lanzarote, Mal. Do you know where that is?
I've heard it being called Lanzarote, Ted. Is that right?
Well, I've been a few times, and it's always been in very flush 5-star accommodation with good cleaners.
Is it called Mum's a Grotty over there?
It's just, it is full of mums.
Yeah, well,
that's why I go for, just to do some serious mammage.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's class, because like you go to these places and everything's just the same as here, except the language is a bit funny and it's hotter, and I like that.
Well, so is Skegness.
True, yeah.
Language is a bit funny.
It is funny down there. Have you ever been to Southport, Pontins?
I haven't been to Pontins, but I've been down that neck of the woods before.
I once went to Southport Pontins, and it was just full of Scouse mums. Couldn't understand a word. They were all wearing rollers and going to the shops in the pyjamas.
Didn't you do, wasn't that a stag do?
It was a stag do, yeah. And it was, we went and seen a Little Mix tribute band who weren't very little. Put it that way.
Was it the porn one? Licorice all sorts?
No, they were called Little Fix.
Yeah.
Honestly, they were, yeah. I had a good little fix of them when I went back to my hotel room and had a good think about them. Oh, especially that one looks like Vorderman. Anyway, yeah, lads, right, mate. I'm dead chuffed. Going out there, going to get my bronze on. Might see if I can pick up a little bit of bar work out there for the week I'm there, because, I've got no money. And if you want any sleeves, bring them back. I am doing an official backy run.
What? Why didn't you just... Oh, sleeves, backy. I thought you meant for your T-shirts. I thought you bought them separate so you can have longer ones.
Do you know what could be a good business, that? If someone's made a mistake of buying a T-shirt and they've lost the receipt, do you want to buy some sleeves?
Well, I'd turn it into like one of them punky ones where you go down, and then you can wear a smaller T-shirt on the top and pretend you're in Blink 182.
That's it, hey. This is a great business idea, this. Sleeves. Ted and Malice sleeves.
So you were going to Lanzarote without me?
Yeah.
So where am I going?
You were just going to look after the penthouse apartment.
Oh, will I?
Yeah.
Oh, but I am going away, don't you?
Where you going?
Well, I'm going to Cyprus.
Ah, yeah?
Well,
Broadback. You get to go to Cyprus now, go to Lanzarote.
Broadback, she sorted it out, hasn't she? She's been banging a lad, right, who's over in the army over there, isn't he? Right? And she said, here, come over with me, and I'm going to pretend I'm a brother, and we're going to be staying at his house, and I'm just going to rattle her when he goes to bed. It's class.
Could you have to pretend to be foreign?
No, I'm going to pretend to be Broadback's brother.
Right.
So it's going to be class. She said to him, I'm going to come over, but I'm going to bring my brother with us, because she said he's a bit simple and he needs an holiday.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to pull that off, but right, I'm going to go
bringing
over.
him. He's part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Well, right, and then I said, well, what about me scuttling here? She went, it's all right. When he goes to bed at night, I'll come down and scuttle you on that lilo that you're sleeping on next to the pool. But I'm all right with that, man. It's going to be class.
No, you're going to need a big lilo for her back, mate. You're going to need one of those ones that they put out at the sea, for jet skis.
I'm not bothered, because after we finished, I can just roll her into the pool. Do you know what I mean? To disperse the evidence.
Bloody hell, there'll be loads of bloody spunk skins floating around on that pool.
Well, but the lad comes first thing on the morning and sweeps it all up.
With a big net.
Yeah, well, aye.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, mate. Yeah, because last time I went there, I fell asleep in my trunks, but one of my knackers was hanging out, and I got an incredibly burnt knacker. and I had to go to, the pharmacist, and I had to go, excuse me, what have you got for a burnt knacker?
And he said, right...
He just went, hey, mate, I haven't worked in years.
It wasn't, but right, you got that a little bit wrong, because your knacker looked like a bull's knacker. So he sent you to the farmer, and he thought it was a cyst, and he popped it, didn't he?
Popped my knacker, yeah.
Popped his knacker,
yeah,
and that was the pharmacist.
Let's see what you did there. Man, I made a very good wordplay joke there. Eat your heart out, Gary Delaney.
When I learn some more words, I'm coming for you.
But do you know what? I'm not happy about the potential queuing situation I'm going to have to face at the Leeds Bradford airport. Have you seen it in the news?
Well, I actually did, because...
Apparently they've only got one member of staff doing it all. The cleaning, the coffee shops, putting the luggage in, the security.
And she smokes all the time.
Yeah.
Right, so instead of having one 45-minute dinner break, she has 5-minute breaks to have a quick fag. So she's always in and out as well.
I bet I turn up on one of the breaks and she's not there.
Just go in the bag shelter, man. She booked you in. She just does it from there. Do you know what I mean?
She has a
Checks you
check-in
in.
desk in the fag.
Well, aye.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, mate. But in other news, I've got another holiday coming up at the end of August.
2 holidays, Ted.
Yeah, this is a good one, no
This is
matter.
outrageous cost of living crisis, and mind you, it is cheaper to be abroad. So why not?
Well,
aye.
do you know, it's probably cheaper to fuel a jet than it is my Capri at the moment.
I've seen that, yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to Benidorm. I'm going to Benidorm on the 26th of August, and I'm doing a gig out there on the 27th.
Class. Well,
Yeah,
aye.
there's a bar, a popular bar where Tom Jones lookalike Benidorm Tom performs all the time, called Valentine's. Yeah. That was my Tom Jones impression there.
Don't all escape criminals go to like Benidorm and that to get away?
Yeah.
And they're going to advertise you as Ted Hanky. They're going to think there's some sort
Ted
of...
Hanks.
Ted Hanks. Oh, Ted Hanks, what is he? Castaway.
yeah. But I'm going to be doing like a 45-minute, hour-long show out there, about 10 o'clock at night. It's going to be class.
Ted,
Yeah.
can I be Wilson then?
Yeah.
So just draw that like handprint on my face and I'll be Wilson.
Oh, well, I'll just carry you under my arm as I walk in.
Well, aye, class.
Yeah, it should be good, that, mate. And I'm tying it in with a little stag dough as well, with a couple of Doyle, so I know. So it should be good. So if you're out in Benidorm, the end of August, you should come along and you can buy me a drink. And if you fall asleep and your lass is still awake, I'll just penetrate her. A good deal, that, Mala.
That's basically my sort of deal that I'm getting in Cyprus.
Yeah, that sounded very much like a deal the real Ted Hanky would have negotiated, isn't it?
Travel
I need
agent.
to take that back. Ted Hanks doesn't operate like that. I'll just sign autographs. Yeah.
On your flange.
When you seriously, no, I won't do any of that. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but Ted, right, I've also got a staycation because you're having 2 holidays. I'm having a couple. Right, yeah, I'm going to take my little tent and I'll be stopping around some very scenic places in Teesside. I'm going to start off first night in the Pleasure Gardens in Dornaby.
Yeah.
Class, can't whack it.
Spitfire roundabout.
Well, no, I'm going Bazzy Woods. I'm going classy.
All
aren't I?
right, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
going up to Bazzy Woods, right, and I'm going to have a night in there.
Yeah.
And then possibly the car park outside the Griffin, the next night.
Just make sure it doesn't clash with the Thornaby Scuttler's dog in night.
I'll have to do something different if it is, right? Then I'm thinking I might get myself over Bowsfield. Do you know what I mean? There's some of those luxurious fields over in Bowsfield.
Yeah. Be careful. There's often a stray pony.
And then up in Roseworth, near the Beck up there.
Rosie Beck?
Rosie Beck, I might have one up there.
Don't take your shoes off up there, mate. You'll have needles
Do you
in
remember
them.
when you banged that bird called Rosie Beck?
She had a Rosie Beck. That's how I finished with her. You know what I mean?
Anyway, and then I'm probably going to finish off somewhere outside North Tees Hospital because it is a drinking holiday, and after 5 nights of just getting on the lash, do you know what I mean? Proper lushing it up.
Yeah.
In me tent, I will probably need some sort of help.
Why don't you book in with that lass's beauty salon and get that drip put into you?
You might have to
Rehydrate yourself.
Well, Ted, because I'm doing a staycation, I'm only hoping to spend £17.50 on the full 5 days because I'm going to walk between venues. Yeah?
Yeah.
And I've already nicked loads of booze.
£17.50. Have you been collecting the vouchers out of the sun?
It's 70.
Bloody hell. That's a cracking holiday, that. Hey, I did one of them before where I went away with Julie and your mum and dad, and we went on one of them. We went to Cornwall on one of those sun holidays, and oh my God, it was frigging awful. It really was. You might as well have just slept inside of a big dustbin.
Don't talk about that with Julie like that. What are you on about?
Yeah. Julie's got like a fucking wheelie bin minge. It's class. It's always out on the street.
Well, this is actually right. I know everyone loves summer holidays, and I do as well. But I don't really like the like. I know this is going to sound weird, but I don't like all the light nights and stuff. I'd like it to be a boiling hot day, but then it goes dark at about 5, but then stays hot. In Europe, like when you're going out later. I like that sort of environment. So it's like darker, but it's like hot still, and you can still sit out in your shorts and t-shirts.
Yeah.
That's how I want England to be, but it just won't do it. So for that reason is why I always put the heating on and leave all the windows open. Do you know what I mean?
It's good for the environment, yeah.
But that's it. Like, everyone else will be dead up. We'll be just Europe, Central Europe. In 10 years' time, it'll be us. People will be coming on holiday here, which is why I'm going to start that Pleasure Garden cruise. Because you're going to have Spanish people coming over here to do a week's camping with Mala.
Oh, excuse me, Mala. What did this Pleasure Garden cruise? What does it intake? Mexicans coming over there as well. Yeah. Just come with me, I'll show you where the golf balls land in the back.
Well, they get a live sex show done there every night. There's always someone booking down the Pleasure Garden, man.
Oh yeah, I remember when I did a luscutle down there before. It was class. But it was snowing though, so we went down the actual hill.
You're riding it like a toboggan, weren't you?
Yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Yeah, so it's a nice little holiday discussion here. If you listeners at home are planning a nice holiday, do let us know about it. And if you are in the same vicinities as myself or Mala during these holiday periods, let us know, and you can buy us a Calippo ice pop or something like that. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Well, you like them pink funky feet ones, don't you?
I used to. Now I like beefy meat. Like,
beefy
it's a new
meat?
thing. Well, like,
the ice cream man sell beefy meat?
No, right. Everybody likes them billabong like chewy things.
Like pepperoni?
Well, because I'm a vegetarian, I've started taking a carrot, right?
Yeah.
And then I put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
Right? And then I leave it outside and it all falls out and goes gammy, and it tastes a little bit like a beefy, meaty thing.
A frosted carrot
Defrosted.
thawed out into a beefy joint.
Well,
you dirty bastard. Fucking hell, man. No wonder your teeth are orange eating that, mate. All that carrot juice. You'll be staining them like mad. You sweet little snaggle teeth, all orange. Yeah, so that's it, really. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, to be honest.
Hey, you Ted, right? Just to say, though, this is our last one for a bit, isn't it?
It's going to be our last podcast episode until probably mid-September, when we shall make a resurgence in the podcast charts.
Next time they see us, right, we'll all have like dead healthy looking skin because we'll have been abroad.
Been on holiday.
Right, and we'll all be like buffed and that, because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't eat when I'm drinking, so I've become, like when a proper alcoholic slims down and has a class body.
Yeah.
That'll be like me, but it's not because I've done that, it's just because I don't eat.
Like Rowdy Roddy Piper, he looks like, yeah. And I might actually just, I might bleach my hair blonde, like I've been doing like a summer spell DJing in Ibiza.
Just do the tips like you're, a lifeguard from Summer Bay.
Oh, hey, I couldn't do, couldn't I? Yeah.
Blonde tips, man.
Yeah, or like on Baywatch. Some people are scared of darkness.
And instead of having one shark's tooth, just have one Ted tooth there, like a big brocky one.
Yeah, the one I don't use.
Yeah, well,
Oh, good. I like that. Very good. Well, that concludes this week's episode, and the final episode for many a month now, where we made a bit of a comeback after Christmas, did a good few months of it. Some of you listened, some of you don't. The ones listening to this now will have been the ones that listened. That makes sense.
I was coming on broadbacks back a long time before summer. I made loads of comebacks.
I bet you did, yeah. You didn't even shave it. It was just matting and sticking in there, like, when you put Copydex glue on cotton wool.
Well, it's the easiest way. You wait for it to dry, then you can just pick it out.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, wait, hang on, before I say good, where you go, Mala?
Well, right, I've got to get ready, haven't I? Because I will be going to Cyprus with Broadback. So I've got to find a suitcase big enough to put me in, because she hasn't paid for the thingy. So, right, I might also need a jumper because it's pretty cold in them like storage places underneath the aeroplane, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah. All right then, Mallet. Go and start. There's a sale on a new look. You'll get something good there, mate.
Well, see you later, podcasters. Have a good summer, and remember, up the borough isn't the same as up the bum. Be careful.
Yeah, don't get that confused like I did. See you later, Matt Mallet there. Off on his space chillies with Broadback, where she's going to mule him in her suitcase to Cyprus, and he'll probably die. Yeah. Right, well, thank you very much for supporting the podcast so far this year. I think we made a nice little comeback. We're going to have a little break and we shall be back again. The Hanky Panky Comedy Club with your host, Ted Hanks, will be continuing throughout May, June, July, and then returning in October, because I am also off to Edinburgh in the Augusts as well. So I can't do it all, you know what I mean? I've got to go where the fans are. So please come along. All the tickets are on sale on the website. Next night is Friday, May the 27th. Then you've got Friday, June the 24th. Cracking acts on. Please check them out on my Facebook page or jokepit.com, who are one of the sponsors of this podcast, along with Shoecake Comedy and NASA's Space Station. Doesn't get enough mentions, that. Anyway, listen, we're going to have a good pre-season under Chris Wilder. He's shipping out the shit and he's bringing in the big hitters. So next time we talk soccer on the podcast, I think we're going to have a strong squad behind us. The season will have started and we'll all have semi-hard-ons already. It's going to be proper mint, you know what I mean? So look after yourselves, matters. Have a great summer. And as per usual, up the Boro and believe.